Oh, I gotta put the banner up.
Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello. We are
Hello.
here. We are here to do hot topics. All right, we're gonna wait like we normally do to let the crowd come on in the room. I'm getting ready to put the hot topics link up, banner up for our allegedly, and then we're gonna get into some topics. What happened to my hot topics one? What did I do? Oh, here we go. Okay, couldn't find it at first. All right, here we go. Did you link it to yours?
I did.
Okay, good. All right. So we'll okay. I see some people strolling on in. Stroll on in, y'all. Stroll on in. Hey, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa.
Yeah. So and tonight, family, we would like for you guys to put in any cases, any hot topics. Now we only have an hour, and so we're gonna be tapping into the cases small, shortly rather. And we have a treat for you guys on Tuesday. So we're not going to do too much tonight because Tuesday we'll be back doing more intense victimized cases and so forth. Okay. So if you guys were here before with me and Tangelus and we did a segment called Shine Divine's Light, we're going to get back into that next week. So today, we're just going to tap onto some of the main topics that are in the public right now, hot topics. If you have anything you want us to look at, let us know in the chat and we'll tap into it, okay? So the first things first, let me put on my fan because I'm getting hot already. Okay. I forgot to turn it on. Okay. So the first things first that we're going to look at is I want to look back at the presidential race or whatever that's going on, right? Because it's been so much that's been going on in the news around it. They've been kind of hush hush, especially since he's been doing the whole case thing. The what I looked at recently, which has been coming on the news every day. So if you watch the news, if you online, like I work online, so I get most of my news off of the computer because I don't really watch a lot of news on the TV. But they basically are saying that they're getting ready to do debate between Biden and Trump. And so that made me think like, okay, well then they kind of pretty much narrowing it down. They pretty much know that it's going to be between them two. Yeah. So I kind of want to see what we get just to be, on the side of spirit, letting us know ahead of time what to look for, how it, what to be, to be conscious of.
Okay.
So let's just see what is it that's going to come out of November for the presidential race. Let me put that in here.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. What's to come? I don't think the debates will happen. Okay, we'll see. Let's see what the ancestors want to tell us in reference of the presidential race. Will it be one? Will it be any? I mean, who will it be? You know what I'm saying? What's to come with this presidential race? What's to come, ancestors? Oh, wow. What's the come of the presidential race, ancestors? Wow. Wait till you see this.
You can go ahead if you're ready, because I just want to go ahead and get my clarifying cards while I'm...
I know. That's how I feel about what came out. Like, it's crazy. Okay. First thing first, what came out on mine is I showed that there's some type of situation around someone, the body of Earth, right, is what came out. So you know what this makes me feel like? there's some things that's gonna happen, family, in reference of the people. That's what that makes me feel like it's saying, like the body, like, and then the earth came up under it, right? But normally that when that body comes out, it's like a physical body, like somebody's physical body or a situation within like a death or something of that sort. But in this case, I feel like it's saying Mother Earth, the people, right? Now, I have crossover. So, and impaired, okay? Crime of passion and the trickster.
Mm.
On the bottom of the deck, I have justice.
Mm.
So it kind of makes me feel, and the first thing I thought about when I seen trickster and impaired and justice being the same as the impaired and the justice, it made me think of Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because he's the one that's in court. He's the one that's going amongst the body of people right now, right? He's being looked at. He's been going through all these different things. He is the trickster, right? He is the magician in reverse, right? He is the one that has everybody up in arms in reference of what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And in reference of his case, and also that crime of passion makes me feel of, and crossed over makes me feel of allegedly, everything here is allegedly. But it makes me feel of like the energy of his wife for some reason. I don't know, Ivanka, right? And so it's like justice wants to come out of that. Now, the other part of this is what I'm thinking is somebody's gonna pass. I don't know if it's gonna be him or Biden. That could happen as well. But I have the crime of passion. So it's like somebody crossing over from a crime of passion, in the presidential race. It's like I'm trying to put two and two together with just what I got, and I haven't clarified it yet, but that's what I'm seeing. And that's what came.
Based on what you're saying and what I got, I'm gonna show you what I got. I don't think it's Trump. I think it's what's
Biden.
Biden's son. And let me show you what I got. I got this. That means somebody is dealing with some things internally. So they're battling some things. It could be a physical fight, but it's not. They're dealing with some things internally with somebody that's close to them. And then I have here somebody made a mistake, and now they're trying to decide what they're going to do with it, or somebody trying to decide what they're going to do about a mistake that they made. And then I have here the son. So somebody's son, somebody is educating themselves or learning something about him. And then I have here, this is your job or employment. Somebody's going to steal it. So somebody is going to take somebody else's job. So I feel like it means that Trump may take Biden's job because Biden is going to be dealing with some other things, and he may not be able to deal with it, or something going to happen within the family with him to where he's not able to. But like Melissa said, mentally not able to.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is me. I'm getting ready to clarify. So let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, ancestors. Now, we asked about the election. Ancestors said this is who is going to be elected and chosen. Okay. So it's basically what is what I'm looking at here. Okay. Now the body, I have neighbor. So close proximity, and looking at that, it's like, okay, yeah, the body of people, but also in reference of the lessons that earth, that Mother Earth is going through. The earth, the world is going through these lessons. We get ready to be taught some lessons, family, in reference of this presidential election. Now, the crossover is like got rebellious on it. So I don't know if that's like crossover and rebellious is giving me that somebody who's done some things, there could be somebody who crossed over. Now the crime of passion, stay or go away is what I have on that. And the impaired is pay up somebody that owes something. On the trickster, whoever this trickster is has a talent. Now, I'm asking about the presidential election, and the ancestors got this person that will be chosen or elected. Who has a talent in reference of being the trickster? You know what I'm saying? That both, for real, both of them do.
Yeah.
But then when I think of this impaired and pay up, or that you owe something to someone, it makes me feel of Donald Trump again.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the crossover and the rebellious could be attached to Biden, like he could be crossing over or cross over. But now the crime of passion, stay or go. I feel like the crime of passion, normally a crime of passion is about someone who's close to someone that kills them in reference of a love situation, stay or go. So that crime of passion could actually be not just a crime of passion between two lovers, but a crime of passion could be in reference of someone being very passionate about a situation and they're enraged. You see? And so that stay or go away is pretty much someone trying to do something because they're enraged in reference of getting someone to stay away or either to go away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like the earth and the lessons is coming out because we're going to learn a lot of lessons within this presidential election. And it's got something to do in reference of somebody in close proximity to something that they've maybe done. They maybe even done crime. You got it?
Oh, okay.
The neighbor, yeah. But I got the neighbor on the body.
The people.
The people.
You said the people, the body is like a body of people. Okay.
That's what I look at it as. And you know, when you're thinking about presidential elections, when you're thinking about a body of people, it might be your neighbor. It might be the neighboring state. It might be, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's underneath of that in the spread is earth and lessons. So it's like the body of people in these neighboring states may get a lesson from this presidential election and what's to come. It's something in reference of someone who is the trickster that has a talent is the one that will be elected. And ancestors is saying for the greater good.
Yeah, probably true.
Yeah.
So I clarified what I got on somebody's job, somebody's job being stolen, right? So with that, I got regrets. And then you have the truth being revealed. So something, I feel like something is going to, like, whoever loses that job is because it was taken from them because somebody found out something.
That's the rebellion.
And then with the fight and the neighbor, like I said, somebody has some things that they're dealing with, okay, with somebody that's close to them. And with that, I got family issue. Something within the family, some secrets within the family that they're dealing with.
That's the son. That's that son that you showed. Yeah.
And then with the son here and somebody finding out, educating themselves on him, I got the job or an employment. So this one is something, it could be your employment, but it's also something that you decide to do. It doesn't have to be how you earn money. But then there's some things that's unknown that people don't want you to know or you don't know about.
Hey, Tim.
About a job that this person has or something that they're doing.
Right.
Hey, Tiffany. So
yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like that's what's his name? Hunter Biden. I feel like that son is Hunter Biden.
Yeah, that son is President Biden's son, right? Okay, so when I asked Spirit, who is this trickster that you were saying could be the talent, right? The trickster and the talent, remember? Ancestors said a gathering party. Now, you know that's what they call themselves as parties. You know what I'm saying? Like the Republican Party, the Democratic Party. So whoever this is gathering with this party. Now, look what's on the bottom of the deck when I clarified that in reference of stealing again. with that party of robbery. And who did the robbery the last time is why he in court about that situation as well, would be Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's I think Trump will get it based on what we both of us have. But I think something, what I'm getting, I think it's something going on with Biden's son. It was something may come out. That's probably why he may not be able to. Mm-hmm.
Gonna sway the people. That's what you mean. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I do too. I think that too, because we both got that about the neighboring and all that kind of stuff, and the lessons on earth with this situation. But and what you got. But I also feel like that there could be something that causes a crossover. And what could cause that crossover? Some type of rebellious act, which would go back to that son.
That's about it.
Right. So he might not make it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's all I'm gonna say. We ain't gotta look further into that, but it just made sense that, you know, what ancestors is saying. It's like, regardless, we all get ready to see a whole lot of lessons and situations come out of this election. It's going to teach the world. That's what the ancestors was showing with that earth and the lessons. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely feel like he is. I'm gonna put my cards back. But I definitely feel like it's both of them that's going to have, and it might be where ancestors trying to tell us that both of them going to have a hard time being the president. It might not be neither one of they tell. I don't know.
Yeah, something being taken from somebody.
Right. Okay. So the next thing I wanted to look at was I think it was this situation that I seen online in reference of Microsoft and the Meta people and what they were doing in reference of AI. Mm-hmm. And then it popped up talking about the human robots and so forth like that. So I kind of wanted to tap into, look at that energy. As soon as I said something about AI. And the robots, yeah. What is that? See what I'm saying? Ancestors don't play. Caution. Okay. Essence said caution. Y'all might not want to tap on that. Okay. But we're gonna see. The main thing I want us to look at, sis, is like, what's to come, right? And danger, you know what I'm saying? Or is it gonna be, which we all know, right? Technology is the beast, but we want to know what's to come in reference of this situation around AI, right? AI and what's to come. All right. And this is based off of what was in the news about them billions of dollars going into this and all kinds of stuff they doing on the low while everybody distracted on the Diddy stuff.
Yeah, that's when they always push it.
Right. AI ancestors. What's the common? What is it for the people? What do we need to know? What's the common with this AI stuff? What's the common? AI. Yeah.
So what I got was, I pulled these two cards, came out, and I have X and fate and relationship. So the X just means that something that you used to deal with. So what we are used to, or what we used to be doing, that's going to be, we're not going to be doing anymore. We're going to have a fate and relationship with it. So we're not going to be in the same position or having the same, the technology that we had previously. We're not going to be dealing with that anymore. And so also I have the war and the goodbye. So the war means something that causes harm or death to multiple people, or something that's happening all the time, or it could be an actual war, people saying goodbye. So that means whatever it is, it's going to cause a lot of people to either lose their life or say goodbye to something. Okay. And then I have the consume and the isolated. So we're going to be so caught up into this that it's like you isolate yourself. So we already have Facebook and all this other stuff, people and all this video stuff that people staying at home and they don't want to be out. And so this probably would cause people to be more isolated because we're into consuming all of this new technology that they have. And then it's going to bring that fade in relationship to what we used to. So you're not going to be maybe socializing like we used to, having, we're used to certain things. So we're not, it's going to open us up to some other stuff. And now we're not going to want to go back to what we had before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so what I got, is pretty much what you were saying, sis. But okay, the first thing first is they gonna force it on everybody. It's gonna be a blunt force of massive stuff that's gonna come at the public, all which ways in reference of AI. So it's gonna be forced on you. You ain't gonna have a choice but to deal with it. And they doing it now, and they laughing about what's to come because that's the deception laughter and how they're gonna bring it forth to the people. Now, the ancestors like they're conscious of it, but then we get a warning on that. So the crow came out on the conscious because they're conscious of the things that they're doing that's malicious. Ancestors said the malicious intent in AI is going to cause many deaths. Many deaths. It's a genocide that's going to happen, and it's malicious in reference to what they're going to do with AI. It's not a good situation. Now, the other part of that is like it's some get back. It's something that the people that are doing this, they need to be investigated. They need to be questioned about what they're trying to do. Why are they trying to send this to the people? Why are you trying to put it out so fast? Why are you trying to do this? Why are you trying to do that? You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of marriages, like you said, that are going to be broken up, broken families, all of that. The ancestors is with the marriage. So it's like the ancestors saying, yes, there's going to be a lot of people who are married that are going to become ancestors as well. It's like technology is definitely going to cause a lot of accidents, a lot of trauma. Okay. All of this is coming, and it's coming because of the malicious things that they're trying to put into this. It's definitely at the bottom of the deck, it was serpent because the ancestors said it's a two-headed snake. They're going to put it out and make it seem like it's for good, but it's actually going to bring the worst out of people, out of the environment. It's going to bring so much damage to what we know as life now because of this, and they know it.
Mm-hmm.
And they know it.
So when I got to clarify the war, I got the return to sender card. Somebody paying you back, coming back, to pay, get you back. Okay.
That's it. Yep.
And then for the goodbye, I have here danger, restricted areas. So this is something that you don't need to be into. Okay. Because you have the goodbyes. And then with the consume, like I said, people are consuming this, doing this stuff, and I have that with a weapon.
Yeah.
Then for the isolation, I have here. This is for the world, people all over the world, from one end to the other, traveling all over the world. Okay, so because you can link up with people everywhere, you're going to isolate yourself. Even though you have more contact with people, you still isolated because you're in the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. They want to do this because they feel like it's going to isolate people. It's going to it's depopulation at its finest, and that's why we have the genocide, because the genocide means many deaths, and behind those many deaths is malicious intent with this. Yes, it's gonna look like, oh no, it's to help people and things of that sort. But you know what the ancestors said? They're conscious of this. And the warning is the loss. Because it's going to be many loss behind the AI. It's not to bring any type of what you would feel would be some type of advancement, right? But understand that ancestors saying that it makes the world lose consciousness in reference of nature. And nature is life.
That's right, Melissa.
What she say?
So just like the car that flew out, that caution, you got the crow and the warning. So here I have things, someone or something being exposed, something being stolen, and then the altercation. So this means we're going to see something that they're trying to take. Okay, but it's going to be a fight or a disagreement, disagreement. Okay, about what it is. So it could be a situation to where we see it, but it could be too late once you realize something, because they're trying to take something away from you. It could be your freedom. It could be your ability to do certain things.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, they're trying to take something away from you.
Yes. And then you know what Ancestor said whenever we was talking about it and the cards flew out and flew on the floor? I'm gonna just show y'all and then we'll wrap this segment up, because the Most High is definitely speaking. That's the card that's on the bottom of the deck is the Most High, and the cards that flew out, and we said, and you said it's gonna definitely, you know, isolation brings all of that. We're gonna be fighting for what? Our soul, because they're gonna make us go through all these different things in reference of this technology, right? And how it's gonna bring people higher consciousness. It's going to mess with your consciousness, and it's going to put a lot of people on legal drugs, on prescriptions, because they're going to be getting all this radiation and things that's coming from that, right? And even through the transportation, the cars, the planes, the trains, all of these things that are going to be affiliated with the technology, the AI. It's going to definitely cause us to detach, right? What are we going to be detaching from? Our roommates, our partners, the people that we live with. It's going to bring that divide, right? And it's also going to bring some mental illness in a lot of people.
Yeah, depression in my head, right? I'm thinking depression.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a lot of sickness. It's going to bring the psychos out of people. You see? It's going to bring people that's going to be wanting to murder for hire and do all these things. It's going to make people lose faith in the things, you know, tower moment. Then we have the what? How is it going to come, sis? Look, robots, program, control. A lot of people pretending that these things is going to be good for us, but it's control. And since it threw all that out, that's the answer. What's to come with AI? You see it. It ain't no good. I ain't seen nothing here good. Malicious, genocide.
You know, when you sit up in front of this, whatever they have their ways of programming and sending subliminal messages through it. Commercials, advertisements, whatever, TV shows, whatever it is. If you sit up there watching the videos, these little short videos, if you sit in front of that TV, that computer all day, getting this certain program that they're trying to program you into, you thinking it's your own thought that you came up with, but it's actually not.
Exactly. And then they put it out to the people like it's going to be so much of good to help. Oh, new technology to help. Oh, your whole home is technology. Yeah. And you're getting all that radiation and you see what it's bringing, a genocide. There's nothing good in reference of AI. All right. And that's just what it is. And I'm into technology, but I know what it means, family. I'm moving far and far away from it, you know? So that's why I wanted to bring that out to the people so you can understand. And I think this has not been the first time that we've touched on that. And every time we've gotten that, sis, about it being something that's not positive.
Technology, it may look like it at first, but then in the end, it's not good.
Ashe. Okay. Now, we don't have anyone that's put anything in reference of any cases or anything, but I told sis before we even came on that I wanted us to tap into Sebastian Rogers' case again, because it's been a lot of stuff that's been coming out, good and bad. I do know that the newest update was they were saying that the picture of him was not him. And they said that, you know, the father and the stepfather were going head to head and all these different social media platforms and all this and all that, but they still haven't found the little boy. So we want to see what is it that we can see new in the energy and ask the ancestors what we need to know. So we're gonna put Sebastian Rogers. Okay, so you want us to look at that, sis? Okay, we'll do it after we tap into him if we have time.
Okay, Sebastian.
There we go. All right. So we'll look at that after Sebastian Rogers energy update. Melissa, thank you for that. Sebastian Rogers ancestors. What is it that we need to know? The updates or anything in reference to where this baby is. Can you speak through the cards and give us any new energy for Sebastian Rogers and where he is, ancestors? Thank you, ancestors.
If you finish before me, you can go ahead. I just got to pull 2 more cards.
Yeah. All right. So, first thing out, sis, was the Tree of Life. First card out. What's the update on Sebastian Rogers' energy? Well, still dealing with the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life is connected to this baby. I don't care which way they may swing it, say it, pretend it, whatever. He missing, and why? Because of the Tree of Life. First card out from the ancestors. The ancestors ain't lying. Ashe. And so the next card ancestors say, husband. You know, we've been looking at this story. You know, you pull, Miss T pull, I pull, you know, every person on this internet done pulled, and the first thing keep coming back to these people. You know what I'm saying? I got sex on this person. I mean, on this baby. This baby, what, why? You know? Next card, date. Next card, mask. Next card, aggressive. And that was underneath of the sex. Okay. So I clarified. Tree of Life. Blunt, force again. Blunt, object. Blunt, force, you know, energy towards the Tree of Life. Or it could have came from the Tree of Life. Some type of force, some action, something, right? And then I asked in reference of the husband, give me clarity on that. And the ancestor said, cult. Now, cult could mean a group of people. Excuse me. Of people that he's a husband that's attached to some type of, doesn't have to be a cult, but it can be a cult. But there's something there attached to that husband. And the ancestor said it's some greed behind that husband. Greed on the sex. So there's something behind that. Now, neighbor attached to the date. So when I think of date, I don't think of just a date. I think of a date, an actual physical date, a date and time connected to a neighbor. That neighbor came out a lot of times on our spreads. Neighbor is close proximity to this Tree of Life, right? And the mask is because somebody is faking because they wanted to get revenge, is what it was on the mask. And when I looked at the aggressiveness, why? Because there was some type of affair. And whoever has done this has some type of talent, right? Behind doing all of this or hiding all of this or masking all of this. And the mask and the revenge is underneath of the husband and the cult. So the husband didn't work alone. There's a group of people behind the husband that is hiding behind some type of revenge. And there is a specific time and date in reference of when this went down with this situation. Now, the affair may be an affair, you know, or an actual affair of towards the date of this situation happening, because affair and date is the same color. My deck is color coded in reference of that energy. Somebody went very aggressive towards this time and this date. But whoever did this out of greed. Okay. And that's what I have so far.
Well, I have the consequences of your actions. And then this is somebody either you enjoy spending time with or somebody not seeing the situation for what it is. But even though I got this card means consequences of your action, it says matriarch. So I'm looking at that as the matriarch. It's the mother, right? But then I had somebody that's affiliated sacrificing him. Okay. And then I have his soul being somewhere it shouldn't be. So he's somewhere he shouldn't be, or he's in a situation, or his soul or his being was in a situation that was not good for him. He was in a place or area or whatever that was not good for him. It was dangerous for him. And then I have here an accident happened and then somebody going along with it. So whatever happened, somebody knows and they're just assisting this person or they help whatever with the situation, whatever the accident was, somebody is helping, assisting, or know and not doing anything to stop it. So that's what I got so far.
So I'm tapped back into that husband in the cult and the energy around some type of group of people with dealing with the husband. Okay, so Ancestors is saying, you know, what flew out when you were speaking, sis, about the consequences of your actions. And a faded relationship because of that. Because animal flew out. It's when you said that was the first card. Ancestors flew out of the deck when I was shuffling when you said that. And I feel like that's yes, because it was behind some type of faded relationship. The faded relationship could be behind the ex-husband and the wife, or you know, whatever it may be. Now, on the husband and the cult or the group of people, right? I asked for ancestors to clarify this in reference of that baby. And I got that there's a deal. Somebody, there's something behind this baby that's further than what they're saying. And it's something that's masked. And it's masked behind some type of sexual energy, sex worker, sex trade. Something about greed and communication came out on top of that. Communication, mail, email, something being attached to him that they know that is about something around sexual energy and greed. And it has to do with the communication is the same color as the deal. So there's something that has been set, agreements, so to say. You know what I'm saying? Because deal comes out when somebody has made a deal with something. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird that it came out like that.
I wonder if Sebastian could have seen something, and that's what it was.
Might have been.
Because it might not necessarily be him. So I have here somebody setting something up.
See?
Consequences of your actions, okay? And Sebastian, you know, he may not have understood the situation. He may not know what's actually happening. So if you see him, he might not feel like he's in danger because he doesn't understand that situation that he's in. And then here I have what I had, the affiliated and sacrifice. I have an assault happening. And then with the soul being in a dangerous situation or a dangerous area or whatever, someplace you shouldn't be, I have the valuable. So somebody that is cherished or something that is of value. So he could be, you know how people have kids and they use that kid against the other person. So it's kind of like you using this child as a weapon. And I have that. With the accident and submissive, this came out, that flew out, but then I clarified and then I got the weapon. So the trafficking just is some illegal activity that's going on, but somebody has a weapon or using something as a weapon. This illegal activity is being used as a weapon, or somebody using a weapon as in some illegal activities as well.
Yeah. Ancestor said that caretaker no. Right?
Mhm.
Ancestor said the fading relationship between the caretakers, they playing mind games with the people. You see?
Mhm.
They playing mind games with the people and they playing mind games amongst each other. But it's all behind that faded relationship with this caretaker, right?
Mhm.
And that's the deal. You know how you were saying, sis, you know, and it's something behind the husband. Now the husband could be either way, right? Because she got a husband. He was once the father of the child, was once her husband, I assume. I don't know. But that's also attached to that deal, right?
Mhm.
It's definitely some stuff with those people, the parents, the caretakers.
Look what I got. Mom,
Yeah.
father.
See? And death. Boom. Ancestors, give me 3 last cards and we'll wrap it up and
Listen.
wrap it up. Sebastian energy. Yeah. Hey, Mother Goose. Yeah. Ancestors said, yeah. Yeah. Ancestors said, they know. They know. They playing mind games with the people, family. Ain't that, listen, them people know. Ancestors gave it straight to me and when I asked, give me the last energy about this baby. Ancestors said they know. And they know to show what they want to show on social media. Because they know how that baby done got cut off of whatever situation it may be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a rebellious act that they've done. But they playing mind games. And it goes with that no. They know. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there on that baby. Them people should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, but they're not.
I know. But that's okay because the ancestors gonna get them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that they get everything that they deserve. And the light be shined on them. Because it was about some type of revenge between the two.
I got the hidden enemy, and then with somebody not understanding the situation. So he was with somebody. Sebastian was with a hidden enemy. Somebody, like I said, somebody he shouldn't have been with or around. Yeah, they know exactly where he is.
Yeah. You're right. Exactly. Mm-hmm. That's right, Tiffany. That's absolutely correct. And instances don't lie. And the first card that came out was the tree of life and the husband. So whoever attached to that tree of life and the husband. Okay, the Texas storms.
Okay.
All right. So what about them? They was like, they came up. When?
Or was it was it tornadoes and
What
flooding?
day?
Is that what's going on? Was that this week?
Uh-huh.
I haven't been looking at the news, but I did see something about some storms in Texas. I don't know if it said flooding or tornado or something.
Ooh. My God. Okay. All right. Ancestors, give us information on these Texas storms. But Lisa, if you're still here, can you give us a little bit more energy information? I mean, around that. Okay, were they created intentionally? Okay, I say sis. Okay, was these storms ancestors created in Texas intentionally? Because I know they've been doing a lot around the weather too, right?
Yeah.
The cloud seeding and all that type of stuff. Texas storms. Texas storms. Texas storms. Texas storms. Wow. Wow. Clarity on this, ancestors. Texas storms. Texas storms. Were they created intentionally? Texas storms and sisters. Texas storms. Texas storms. Texas storms. Interesting.
You ready, or you want me to go?
You can go.
Okay, so the first 3 cards I got was
Excuse me.
was neglect. So somebody is they're being careless on something that they did. It's a male, but then here it says the molest. That means to cause some type of harm to someone. And then I have here in the media. So they're putting it out there, but it's somebody, you do something and you're not careful about what you do, or you don't inform people in the media of what's happening. So they may say one thing and it's actually something else, or they may have tried to do something and because they didn't take care to in the process, it caused harm to other people. And then I have here elder, so that means somebody that's older.
Yeah.
Blood. And then I have the yes. So they're saying yes, that this was harming to this harmed other people.
Right.
Okay, because I got the elder with the molest. So I mean with the neglect. So this whoever this person that is elder means somebody that's older than you. Okay, so that means, or it could be an older system causing harm to someone. And then I have the male with the loss of blood. So this male is causing people to be harmed or lose their life. And then it's saying, yes, it's to hurt people. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty much that's what I was telling Melissa, because it looks like that it's also in reference of some type of stealing of maybe land. Because I got the stalker and the thief, right? So it's like somebody stealing something that they watched, right? So they watching that area, wherever they had it. Then they said it was like centralized, like Houston and so forth, like that. And I feel like they've been contemplating this suicide and delay. Like they've been contemplating it for a while in reference of when they were going to actually do it, or, you know, or when this was supposed to occur, rather.
Mm-hmm.
That because I got guilty and confusion. When we asked in reference of, was this something that was intentional, right? Or what's up with the storms? Guilty and confusion. So they want to like confuse the people in reference of what's going on. Like this is like unexpected, because I don't think they have these type of storms there, or it hasn't flooded there or whatever. I feel like this was something that they may have been paying attention to since the winter. Because the nonverbal is here. It's like they haven't spoke about it. Like they haven't said anything. They even maybe said, you know, maybe they haven't even said anything since the winter about what type of weather or what's to come, you know, like a forecast, you know. And then I have the moving, and then I have the rainbow. So I feel like they had too many people maybe moving to Texas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they had to do something to bring it back to where, you know, it's set, you know, depopulation in a way, like for the area. Because if moving came here with rainbow, it's like between both worlds. So it's like they don't want, like, you know, the people that's there coming in or something, like moving there or something of that sort, you know.
Well, maybe we want them to move out.
Right, I don't know. You know, because it what I mean, you know, a lot of people have been moving to South states from up north, and you know, trying to move to those places. And if you think about it, when they do stuff like that, they have those storms, then the insurance company has to fix those places up, but then they change the economy too, and how they want it to be. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a Katrina type thing, you know. because the people are innocent, right? But it's like, I don't know why the sex came out on it, but innocent and sex. Um, and then of course I got moving and rainbow, which rainbow is normally my go both ways cards.
Maybe
So
that's connected to the sex. Maybe they're trying to have a certain type of neighborhood or area.
a certain type of gender of people, or yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. It has something to do with because sex, and then the you know, the rainbow and all that kind of stuff, and people being innocent, but they're guilty of the confusion of this type of situation that's happened there, because people probably were like caught off guard as well, because there's like it was an intent to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Okay. They about to make everybody run out of Florida did right. Exactly. But that's the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like it was something that wasn't said, you know, and maybe it was even something that wasn't said that they may have known of in the winter.
Mhm.
Because I got the nonverbal in the winter.
Mhm.
And the winter is the same color as the theft. So it's like something was stolen. And it's the same color as delay as well. So I feel like they put this off until they decided they wanted to do this in reference of that area, because they know, and I don't know why Ancestor said something about land to me when I seen that theft. So maybe they wanted to steal some type of land or get something done around some type of land, around some insurance or something of that sort. But that's why Ancestor said there's somebody that's guilty of doing this, and there's some confusion around it. So yes, it wasn't all of what we know as the people. The people were innocent.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I see. But I see a lot of people going to court behind some of the things that had happened in that storm, and they're going to have some conflict behind it as well. They may even have to have the military to come in and help clean some of the places up that was destroyed, because I have military here. And the people just want to be free or get free of the situation, but some people are going to have to go to the courts, so, or the judicial system. So that's what I see.
So I clarified. So with media, like I said, they're putting something out to the media, social media, news, whatever. But then I have that with hidden agenda. So there's something going on in the background that they don't want us to know. Okay, so they may be pushing certain things in the media or keeping some things out of the media. Now, I also got these 3 cards, which is the virus, emergency situation, somebody needs help, and then I have the war card. So, and then to clarify the virus or contagion or something that's contagious or infecting, okay, then I have the earth, okay, so that could just be nature, okay. So it could be something infecting the nature, okay, but it's a situation that people will need help, or it's an emergency situation. And then I have here, which is the war, or like you said, the military. It could be that, or this could be something that causes the death of many, many people.
Right. Okay. That's true.
Because you got the similar thing with that.
Yeah, I got the similar things. Yeah. Yeah. Because if it didn't, because I got the suicide too, which is like, you know, that's with intent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But not only that, the military and the war. So maybe that may be something that, like you said, it could affect many people in reference of death, but also it could be the cleanup as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because if they want something, they're gonna go try to figure out a way, just like they do anything else. When they want an area, or they want a specific area, then they come in there looking for stuff. So
yeah.
Oh, you need to clean up these homes, or these homes not worth crap. You need to clean them up. They know people can't afford it. And then people sell all their stuff, and then they get that same house, do a little renovation, and now the house worth hundreds and thousands of dollars.
Exactly.
And all the other people that they didn't want in there out.
Facts. That's right, sis. Because that's why I seen that winter and that nonverbal. Because in the winter time is probably when they started setting it up, but they wasn't talking about it. So they didn't have no communication out to the people about none of that. It's all of a sudden it just happened. You see? Yeah. So that's what it is, you know. And it'll probably be other states that have to deal with that same type of situation as well, because they're cleaning up they're trying to clean up certain places, clean up the economy, do whatever. You know, it's always some type of agenda.
Yeah. Okay.
So with that, that was all that I had. I don't think anyone else had anything in the chat. It is 7:26. We've been on here almost an hour. So we are going to wrap it up, family. As we stated, we will be back this week sometimes. Probably Tuesday. We're not sure exactly what evening, what time. I was showing the land, but thought oil. But makes sense. Yeah.
It could be oil, Ballista, just like they did with those people back in the day. Found out they had all that oil over there, and then they tried to get rid of all of them so they can get the land.
Yeah, because Texas is known for oil. And I promise you, the first thing that when I got that theft card from the beginning and the stalker, it's like somebody's been watching that area. Somebody's been watching that area. Somebody wants to steal something from that area. And what do? They create, just like they do different things in different areas with the weather. You know what I'm saying? Because we know now that they can't control it. You know? So yeah, so it can be oil because Texas is known for oil. So maybe that's a place that they might want to put some oil refineries or something. I don't know, you know? Who knows? But yeah, so, but anyways, family, yeah, we'll be back. No problem. Thank you for being here, Mother Goose and Melissa and Tiffany. Thank you guys for interacting, and everyone else that came to view hot topics even after this. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the videos, okay? Yes. Make sure you share and subscribe to the channels. Yes, and we will see you guys back here on Tuesday evening as a group setting, right? And we'll let you guys know on our pages, both our pages, the time, as well as check out both of our pages, subscribe to both of our pages, and we will have more and new content to come. See you guys. Peace.
Good night.
Good night.